So I was doing some research the other day into what we should make the next YouTube video about. And 29ers and different wheel sizes, 27.5 wheel sizes in mountain biking, still seems to be a big topic, obviously. So I was looking through some of the videos, and most of the videos are all talking about, like, you know, which is the best wheel size, 27.5, 29, which is fastest. Should you run a mullet bike, you know, small wheel on the back, big wheel on the front? There was no videos, really, of people putting 27.5 wheels on a 29-inch frame. So that's what this video is going to be all about. We're going to strap the 27.5 wheels to a 29 frame, and we're going to take it up on the trails and see if it's a good idea or not. Okay, so the small wheels are on the big bike. Gonna get changed, go and get a coffee, and head out on the trails and try this out. So we're just about to go up the Golfy, and I thought I'd just show you what the bike actually looks like outside, because it might have given it a bit of a funny perspective being inside. And you can see, the wheels make the bike look absolutely out of proportion. Small wheels on a big frame look very strange. The first thing I noticed when I was just riding up the road to here was just how low the pedals and crank are to the floor. Because obviously if you're reducing the size of the wheel by essentially 1.5 inches, you're also making that change to the bottom bracket height, so you're dropping that as well. I've not had to make any changes to the seat post height, that just stayed the same, because obviously the length between the pedal and the saddle is staying the same. But the big difference is going to be what it's going to be like on the trail with such a low bottom bracket. So first obstacle, we've got a technical rock climb. We're going to see if we can pedal this adapted bike up. But I can almost like see that the pedals are going to strike. But I put it on my chest mount and we'll see. Okay, some big rocks. Having to time my pedal strokes. Oh, there's one pedal hit the rock. Oh, 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 whoa. Literally hate this climb. Bottom bracket just hit a rock.
That was really hard then.
Yeah. So, trail 1, Alex's adapted bike, 0. So we're just pedaling up. The climate's kind of flat, mud's quite thick, as you can tell I'm like out of breath. These small wheels on this big bike, so far on the climbs, not great. Feels like I'm having to put a lot of effort in just to keep moving. Again, I don't know if that's coming down to the geometry of the bike and how I've changed it, but it's not as good as when I'm up here on the 29er. So at the top of the Golfy, and we're going to go down a track called New Wolf. Yeah, we're going to try and do it like a range of trails. So New York's got like some tight sections and then some faster bits. So we'll see how the bike goes. Okay, we'll go down New York. Oh my fucking god, so dark. I can feel my pedals dragging already. Oh.
Dude, that's so fucking dark.
I can't see. This actually feels pretty good. Doesn't feel like it's supposed to. And I can definitely feel bigger wheels would help in all these holes. But when the bike is pointed downhill, it wants to go. Oh, pedals are dragging. When I'm trying to pedal, which is expected. This is all the new bit of trail is built on New York. Oh, another pedal strike. That was interesting. We rode New York, The first part of the trail was just way too dark to film, probably couldn't see anything. But when it opened up into this bottom bit was, well, you can see that it's real muddy still. But when the bike was actually going and pointing downhill, the bike felt real planted.
Yeah, it's grippy, man.
Like planted, like I've got flat pedals on today as well, which is usually run clips. But there was a few moments where when you turn, there's a lot of turns in there that have got banks on the inside, and you could feel my pedals like striking where they probably wouldn't when it was slightly higher bottom bracket. But when you're going pointing downhill, fair play to the adapted bike, it is pretty fast and pretty planted. I can't take your stick. You've got your friends are going. Look, you need to take your stick. Go get your stick. Get it. Take your stick. What was that about?
Knew it.
You will never get this. You will never get this. You will never get this. La 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 la.
Ghosted by a dog. Anyway, we're at the top of the second trail. This one is community service. I'm hoping it's going to be pretty light or lighter than the last trail because it was pitch black the last one. It's pretty tight, it's pretty fast, so it'd be interesting to see. It's got it's got elements of everything. It's steep, it's tight, it's fast, it's loose, it's rooty, it's got everything in this. So this would be a good little test for it, good little test for the bike. Okay, we're dropping, follow Ed. Tightest first corner in history. Oh, that was a good line. Is the camera actually going to get to Ed though? Right, we'll go a bit steeper now. Oh! Oh! What's going on there? Oh, it's like a luge track now. Here, look, I keep saying it, the bike on the steep stuff like feels planted. Just whether we get to the rocky bits. Don't want to come into this too fast. Go. Oh. That was pretty good. Like, I didn't want to speak to you soon and say, oh, I'm going to catch a pedal, but I didn't actually catch a pedal once down that. Honestly, the only positive I've found so far of this, it doesn't pedal up the sloppy hills very well. I think that's just because the geometry is completely out of whack. I've always said that smaller wheels go uphill. I always find smaller wheels pedal uphill easier because they're smaller. But once bigger wheels are up to speed, then that's a different story. But on this stuff, the lower bottom bracket in some of the steeper trails does give you that more confidence, like to nail sections. Like, I know your pedals could at any moment like hit a rock or a hidden root or something, but that was a pretty good track to test the bike on, and I was actually fairly impressed.
That's the main difference between 27.5 is when I'm fucking ploughing, I turn up, it's like boom.
Yeah.
But like in a trail like that, I can imagine it like them moments where like, I almost like go, oh shit, where am I getting? I grab a bit too much brake and you freeze up a little bit.
Yeah.
You've got like that split second to just go, oh yeah, that generally.
Yeah, true, yeah.
Might be that like little bit better. So I guess like tighter trails have got to be slightly better on a 27.5, haven't they?
Yeah, see you later, good to catch up. Oh God! Oh my God! My pedals definitely hit the floor. Oh, I hit my foot so hard on something. That hurt my foot. Yeah. So muddy. So that was Flat White, probably the most famous trail in Inners. Just heaps of turns. There's quite a lot of shale on the track, so it's pretty washy, pretty slidey. Like, honestly, when the bike is going, it does feel like it's on rails, on bits, but then there's some bits there, like I did clip my pedal pretty hard on something, probably down to the low bottom bracket. But when you actually lean into corners, like the low bottom bracket, like you can feel the bike like on a scale electric track on rails. It's a pretty sick feeling. It could be just the wheel size, I don't know. Because the geometry would be all out of whack, so Edward makes a good point. Don't know. Definitely not a long-term thing, but it's quite cool for a YouTube video. Woo! Go on then, Ed. Lead us down the trail. Hero. Be a hero. gonna get dark and tight. Ride it like you stole it. I'm done.
Oh, come back on my hand.
Ed used to be a really good BMXer. Anyway, that was my little video for today, little experiment. Putting 27-inch wheels on a 29-inch frame is fun to test, I'll give it that. But it's definitely not a long-term solution, and I can kind of understand why all the forums that I read about before I create this video are all like, no, you can't do that, ruins the bike. And yes, it does change the bike a bit. It doesn't ruin it, changes it a bit. I do have a sore toe. I ended up stubbing my toe on something because my pedal hit the floor. But hey, hope you enjoyed it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, helps us grow, and if you're new to the channel, make sure you give it a subscribe, and that way you'll never miss any future videos. I'm getting cold now. I'm going to wash this filthy bike and then go to the coffee shop because that's just life. So see you guys in the next video.